Hey guys, actually I didn't want to play Rogue in Season 1, but I have switched my decision kinda in the last days. And so I decided to make a little series about my leveling experience as a Rogue. And I want to showcase one or two different builds. So today I start with the most prominent build I believe. So it's a Twisting Blades Rogue. In this case with the Shadow variant, so Shadow Imbuement, Twisting Blade Stroke. And yeah, I just want to share with you how I distribute my skill points in the early game. And here you can see some gameplay from level 30 character. And basically this is also another tip that I can give you from here. This dungeon is part of a quest line. It's called um, Tribe of the Beer questline, I believe. So this is like the last quest within this quest line. It's a very nice dungeon. You can use this dungeon for leveling from like level 15 to 30 or 40. And you just never end this dungeon, you never kill the boss, you just kill all the enemies and then leave the dungeon and reset. So the quest is called Call of the Ancients. You can Google it if you like. But it's like a city east from Kyovashat, and yeah, it's called the Beer Tribe, something like this. So yeah, very nice for leveling. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about this build. So I think you should all be familiar with Twisting Blade Stroke. You just jump into an enemy, you cast 1 to 3 Twisting Blades, and then immediately dash or shadow step or evade into another group of enemies, and blades just follow you and basically kill everything on this way. And the variant with shadow imbuement is very nice because in early game you usually have some problems with your resources, and with shadow imbuement shadow imbuement will just help you with that, so you will restore a lot of energy back after the enemies explode. So I think this is just the best combination for Twisting Blades, especially in the early and mid game. And yeah, it's very powerful. You don't need any legendary aspects or special gear. You just need the Twisting Blades aspect, which provides your Twisting Blades this orbiting. But you can just get it from a dungeon early on, so no problem at all. And now I will show you how I distribute the skills in the early game. So if you have maxed out your renown before the season, you will get 5 additional skill points in the beginning of the game. So if that's the case, you put 3 points up to fundamental, like 3 points in the puncture up to fundamental puncture. And then you go Twisting Blades with enhanced Twisting Blades. If you only have 1 skill point available, then you just put like 2 points into your basic skills, and after enhanced puncture you immediately go into Twisting Blades and pick this up later. But yeah, with 5 skill points you do it like this. So then you basically put another point into Twisting Blades until you can put 1 point in dash. After dash you just max out Twisting Blades and also put 1 point into advanced Twisting Blades for further cooldown reduction. Then I like to take Poison Trap as an additional skill, and then either you can just put you can put a point into Enhanced Poison Trap, or just go with Shadow Step, and then take this Enhanced Poison Trap. Then I like to put Enhanced Shadow Step, and then either Methodical or Disciplined. I prefer Disciplined for less cooldown. Then we have reached our Imbuement skill bar, and I go 1 point into Shadow Imbuement, 1 point into Shadow Crash, and 2 points into Consuming Shadows. So this setup will just immediately help you with restoring some energy in the early game, and you will have less problems with that. So then I put 1 point into Enhanced Shadow Imbuement and Blended Shadow Imbuement to make our enemies vulnerable after the first explosion of Shadow Imbuement. And then I think we need 1 more point here. So for example, you could put 1 point into countering poison trap, since everything important is already maxed out. So from here we put 1 point into adrenaline rush and 3 points into haste for more movement speed or increased attack speed. And from here you put 3 points into weapon mastery for more damage. And you can put some points into shadow imbuement. But actually from this point on you can already switch advanced twisting blades into improved twisting blades and put 1 point into enhanced dash and maybe 1 point here. So now you can put your key passive, and many players take momentum, but I highly recommend you to put it into close quarters combat, since this will just increase your damage by 30%. This is quite a lot, and you just don't need the increased damage reduction from momentum early on. So close quarters combat is much better, I think. And that's why you also want to switch into improved twisting blades, so you can daze your enemies with twisting blades. And here you put 1 point into discipline dash for 30% slowing the enemies. So with close quarters combat you just want as many crowd controlled abilities as possible. So after this we max out our shadow imbuement for more damage. We also put 3 points into exploit for even more damage. And then we can put 3 points into malice and 1 point into rapid gambits. Actually you could put this point like this before the malice here, because it's just a nice passive that will reduce your evade cooldown, so quite useful. Just put it a little bit before that. Okay, so this is kind of the setup for level 1 to 40. The reason why I show you 1 to 40 is because after level 40 we want to switch this up a little bit, because we want to go into the first capstone dungeon and kill the first pinnacle boss. So that will be the next video on this channel, where I show you how I kill the first capstone dungeon boss, and then I will show you how I switch my build from there. So if you're interested in that, then see you in the next video, and I hope this was helpful, and have a nice day. Bye bye.